So in order to add the Postville PD folder to your Google Drive, you can go up to the search, and I just type in Postville PD. Now it shows up for me because I'm the one that created it, so therefore it's already in my Google Drive. But for you, when you type in Postville PD and hit enter, it may not show up. There's one little step that you have to do. This little drop-down arrow at the very end of the search bar, if I click on that, there's a checkbox right there that says search postville.k12.ia.us. That's going to search the whole school domain. When I check that and then hit search, you will see it pop up in the search. What you then do is just select the folder once, so it's highlighted, and then we can go to the three dots, and it doesn't show up in mine, but it will show up in yours. A little folder icon with the Google Drive icon in the middle that says Add to Drive. In fact, I think it actually pops up here in these icons if you don't already have it in your drive. Something else I'm going to do, though, because this is a folder that I'm going to go to a lot. I know it's going to be an important folder. Some of you may have a lot of Google folders set up, especially if you're using Google Classroom. You probably have Google folders everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this once, and I'm going to go ahead, the three dots, which gives me more information, and I'm going to add a star. So that folder has a star attached to it, so when I need to find it really quickly, I go over here to the starred, and I'll see it right there. Quickly access it right away. But the big question is, how do we take those documents from the website and add them to my Google Drive? So I'll show that next. So let's say I'm on the, we'll just say integration phase. And I need to add that checklist for completion as well as the tech coaching guide to my Google folder for Flip Learning. Think of it as the website as a place to make a Xerox copy quick and then add it into your filing cabinet. The place you can always make a copy from. In fact, I have it set up where if I click on checklist for completion, you have no other option but to make a copy. Because we don't want people messing with the original document because it'll get all messed up and pretty soon your information's on there, everybody's information's on there. You have to make a copy. So if I make a copy, what it essentially does, let's say Google Drive is like your storage unit that you have. All it has done so far is taken that document and tossed it into the storage unit. It hasn't actually put it in a specific place in that storage unit, and that's what we need to do. So in order to do that, I'm going to probably relabel this because I don't like the word copy of and copy of and everything else. So I'm just going to go ahead and relabel that simply integration checklist. But it goes specifically in my Flip Learning folder. So in order to do that, that little folder icon at the very top, I click there, and it's going to show me my Postville Google Drive, how it's all set up. I only have the Postville PD folder created in my Google Drive. I've added it to my Google Drive. So when I click on that drop-down arrow, I need to go to my junior, senior high, because that's where my name is. I find my folder, but let's imagine I have lots of folders created, but the journey of Flip Learning is where I want to go to. So even when I do that drop-down, this is the integration checklist. So I need to make sure it goes in the integration folder, and then click Move. Now nothing else will happen, but when I go into my Google Drive, if I go back over here, Postville PD, Junior Senior High, Jared Borman, Flip Learning, it was the integration phase, there it is. So now it's all kept where it needs to be.